The secrets of Medjugorje have fascinated and intrigued the faithful since the beginning of the apparitions. Among the visionaries, Mirjana Soldo was chosen by the Virgin Mary to receive special revelations concerning the destiny of humanity. Gradually and mysteriously, Mirjana has revealed crucial details about three key events: the warning, the sign, and the chastisement. But how did we come to know about these extraordinary messages? During her apparitions, the Virgin Mary entrusted Mirjana with 10 secrets, which are meant to be revealed to the world at the appropriate time. Mirjana has shared that these events are not merely predictions, but spiritual warnings and calls to conversion. Each secret is carefully guarded and will be disclosed only shortly before it comes to pass, giving humanity an opportunity to prepare. Particular attention has been given to the warning, a sign that will shake the world's consciences, calling humanity to repentance. Then there will be the visible sign, left on the apparition hill as tangible proof of divine intervention. Finally, Mirjana hinted at the chastisement, representing the most feared of the events, a severe judgment that will fall upon humanity if it does not heed the call to conversion. These three mysteries lie at the heart of the apparitions of Medjugorje, and Mirjana has chosen to reveal them with caution, aware of the responsibility she bears and their relevance to the fate of the world. Mirjana Soldo received the 10 secrets of the Virgin Mary of Medjugorje over a period of time stretching from 1981, the year of the first apparitions, to 1984. During this period, the Virgin revealed the secrets to her at different times, while Mirjana continued to receive messages and apparitions. The first 7 secrets were given to Mirjana between 1982 and 1984, while the last 3 secrets were revealed later. Mirjana's task is to disclose the secrets to the world only when the time of their fulfillment draws near, to prepare humanity and invite it to conversion. This time frame has been crucial in shaping her mission and the message she continues to spread today. The warning. At the heart of the message of Medjugorje lies the warning, a prophetic event of great significance and intensity that evokes both fear and hope. But what exactly is this warning? It is a divine sign that will be given to awaken our consciences, a moment when each of us will have the opportunity to review our lives and confront our choices. Imagine being faced with a clear vision of what you have done and how these actions have affected your existence and that of others. Mirjana has described the warning as an illumination of the soul, a moment of truth in which every individual will perceive their own spiritual state. It is not just a spectacular manifestation, but a profound opportunity for reflection. In a fast-paced world where we often forget to look within, this warning represents an invitation to pause and reconsider our priorities and values. Mirjana's words urge us to prepare for this event, emphasizing its imminence and the need to live with greater awareness. But why is the warning so crucial? Because ultimately, it offers us the chance to respond with love and conversion, an opportunity to embrace a more authentic and meaningful life. It is not merely a call to fear, but a call to hope, a way to prepare for a future that can be illuminated by divine grace and mercy. The Medjugorje warning is described as an extraordinary event that will affect all of humanity, a sign of grace and mercy meant to awaken consciences and guide people back onto the right path. According to Mirjana's revelations, this warning will occur before more serious events and will be a moment when each individual will experience an inner illumination. But how can we recognize it? The recognition of the warning will come through an intense spiritual awareness. At that moment, each of us will have a clear and profound vision of our actions and their consequences. It will be like looking into a mirror of the soul, where every thought, every choice, and every action will appear in their truth. There will be no room for justifications or illusions. The warning will be a personal and direct experience, bringing with it a sense of intimate connection with God. Mirjana has emphasized that it will not be a physical event visible to all, but rather an inner reality that will touch the heart of every person. During this moment, many will feel a sense of unease, while others may perceive incredible peace. It will be crucial to be open and receptive to recognize this call to reflection and conversion. Preparation for this warning requires a life of prayer and a constant search for God. Only in this way will we be ready to receive this message of love and warning, recognizing its importance in our lives and our spiritual journey. In this context, the warning will not just be a manifestation of divine justice, but an opportunity to reconcile with God and ourselves, guiding us toward a more authentic and meaningful life. The sign. The sign of Medjugorje is one of the most mysterious and anticipated aspects of the revelations given to Mirjana Dragicevic. This sign, promised by the Virgin Mary, represents a tangible manifestation of her presence and her love for humanity. But what exactly is it, and how can we recognize it? According to the revelations, the sign will be a visible miracle that will remain on the apparition hill and will be seen by everyone without exception. Mirjana has stated that it will be an eternal sign, a symbol of divine truth that will accompany humanity during a time of great confusion and crisis of faith. This sign will not only serve as proof of the authenticity of the Marian apparitions, but also as a call to conversion, faith, and hope. The Virgin has promised that this sign will appear after the warning, serving as a guide for those seeking direction in a period of great uncertainty. The sign will be easily recognizable, not only for its visibility, but also for its unique characteristics. It will be a sign that cannot be explained by science and will have a profound effect on people. Those who are graced to see it will feel an immediate connection with the divine and a renewed call to faith. This sign could manifest in surprising ways, such as an extraordinary light, a sacred symbol, or a natural phenomenon that, while fascinating, will convey a clear and powerful message. The consequences of the sign will be multiple and undoubtedly significant. Firstly, it will have the power to strengthen the faith of many. Those who had doubts about the Christian faith may find themselves touched by this experience and compelled to reconsider their beliefs. The sign will act as a catalyst for conversion, creating a wave of spirituality that will touch the hearts of many. Secondly, the sign will also lead to greater unity among believers. In an era where division seems to prevail, the manifestation of this sign will have the power to unite people in a common recognition of God's presence among us. Religious groups and communities may strengthen their bonds and work together to promote peace, love, and mutual understanding. However, we cannot ignore the potential dangers associated with the sign. The Virgin Mary has warned about those who might try to exploit the situation, distorting the meaning of the sign, or attempting to manipulate people's faith for personal gain. There will be a risk of false interpretations and prophecies that could mislead people from the true message of conversion and love. Additionally, the emotional impact of the sign could lead to different reactions among people. While some may be deeply touched and convert, others might react with skepticism or fear. It is crucial to remember that faith is a personal choice, and even in the face of a visible miracle, not everyone will respond in the same way. Finally, it is important not to fall into the error of idolizing the sign itself. The Virgin Mary invites us to look beyond the sign and recognize that what truly matters is our personal relationship with God. The sign is a means to draw us closer to Him, but it must not become an object of veneration in itself. The chastisement. Understanding the promised punishment. The chastisement, in the context of the Medjugorje revelations, represents one of the most feared and unsettling parts of the messages received by Mirjana. After the warning and the manifestation of the sign, the possibility of a divine chastisement looms as a consequence of human behavior. But what exactly does this chastisement mean, and how can we prepare to face it? The chastisement, as described in the Revelations, is the result of rejecting the grace and the message of conversion that God offers humanity. It is not so much a punitive action from God, but rather a natural consequence of our choices and actions. If, after receiving the warning and the sign, humanity continues to ignore the call to conversion and persists in sin, then the chastisement becomes a necessity. It serves as a reminder to reflect on our actions and their consequences, a way to bring humanity back to the right path. The Revelations suggest that the chastisement could manifest in various forms. It might take the shape of natural disasters, conflicts, economic crises, or other hardships that will severely test people's lives. The Virgin Mary has spoken of a great chastisement, which could be interpreted as a catastrophic event or a period of great tribulation for humanity. However, it is essential not to see the chastisement as vengeance, but as an opportunity for purification and a return to God. The meaning of the chastisement is profound. It represents God's response to humanity's selfishness, indifference, and disobedience. It is a sign of God's love, desiring to see us return to Him, even if it involves a painful process of purification. It is natural to feel fear in the face of such a prospect, as it forces us to confront our vulnerability and current state. However, this fear should not be paralyzing. Instead, it should encourage us to reflect on our lives and consider how we can change direction. The fear of chastisement can serve as motivation to reconsider our choices and our relationship with God and others. Preparing for the chastisement. Preparing for the chastisement does not mean simply fearing the impending punishment, but rather embarking on a journey of authentic and profound conversion. The Virgin Mary invites us to live consciously, to pray, to perform acts of charity, and to seek reconciliation with God and with others. Preparation also involves adopting a lifestyle based on Christian values such as humility, compassion, and forgiveness. Moreover, it is crucial to unite as a community. The strength of shared faith can help us overcome the challenges ahead. Actively participating in the life of the Church, joining in prayer, and supporting one another are all ways to face difficulties with courage and determination. In conclusion, the chastisement represents a call to personal and collective responsibility. It is an opportunity for renewal and transformation rather than simply an act of punishment. Through the warning, the sign, and the chastisement, the Virgin Mary invites us to a deep and meaningful change. Preparing for the chastisement is not merely an act of fear, but a path towards freedom, faith, and a true relationship with God. Only by embracing this call can we face the future with hope and serenity. The warnings, signs, and chastisement, as outlined in the messages of Medjugorje, resonate deeply with biblical prophecies. In fact, the scriptures frequently speak of forewarnings and events that call humanity to conversion. For example, in the Gospels, Jesus himself warns that there will be signs in the heavens and on earth, and he invites his followers to be vigilant and ready. Matthew 24:29-31. The idea of a divine warning as a call to conversion is also repeated in the Old Testament, where prophets often urge the people to return to God before difficult times arrive. Jeremiah 25:4-6. The sign, which will be a tangible manifestation of divine presence, is reminiscent of the miraculous events described in the Scriptures, such as the cloud that guided the Israelites in the desert, Exodus 13:21. Moreover, chastisement as a consequence of disobedience is a recurring theme present in the history of Israel, where the people suffered the consequences of their actions. Isaiah 24:1-3. However, despite the seriousness of these prophecies and the gravity of the warnings, there is always a message of hope. The revelations of Medjugorje, like biblical prophecies, offer the opportunity for spiritual renewal. Every warning comes with the possibility of change. Every sign is a light guiding us towards reconciliation. The Virgin Mary invites us not to be overwhelmed by fear, but rather to respond with faith and trust. God's love is always present, ready to forgive and guide anyone who desires to return to Him. Preparing for the times ahead should not be seen as a burden, but as an invitation to strengthen our faith and build a community founded on love and charity. It is in this spirit that we can face the future with hope, knowing that, even in the darkest moments, God's light always shines, and His grace is sufficient for all.